welcome back, Gemini. I will now do your astrological zodiac wheel for November 2018, Gemini. I'm just shuffling the cards and focusing for all you Geminis out there watching. Thank you for liking and thank you for subscribing. So Gemini, November 2018. Firstly, Gemini, we have here in your first house the Emperor. Now, the Emperor energy is about being in control and an authority. So you are feeling that you are a bit of an authority on things at the moment, and I feel that if you do enough research to back up your opinions, you will present yourself to those that you are wishing to influence as someone who can be counted on and look to for leadership. The second house is the house that rules your values and also governs your income and how you earn your income. And I'm being shown here that you're feeling very family orientated through November, Gemini, and anyone in your family will be benefiting from your wise counsel and your ability to lead. Third house, I am being shown here with you having the world, that you are able to communicate on a grand scale. So you can use our technology that we have these days in order to do that. You are in touch with the world's vibration basically at the moment, Gemini. So you know, you may be in a position where you can help people to change and grow in the way that they communicate, because the third house is all about communication. It's also about short distance travel, so there may you may be embarking on a short journey which has meant the world to you and is bringing something for you to completion, and you are feeling that you're really in touch with your comrades. Fourth house, which is the base of the zodiac wheel, it represents the IC in an astrology chart, and that is your home and your nurturing abilities. Now I'm feeling here that you may have in your home life, you may have felt that you know, were having a bit of a dark night of the soul, but you're coming out of that because it is reversed. So you've done some deep soul searching, and you're coming out of that now. And you're bringing with it, here it's showing in the fifth house, that you know, you've gone within this dark night of the soul period, and you are coming out with the goddess energy. So whether you're male or female, you are finding within yourself the ability to nurture and be fruitful in your generosity and your kindness. The fifth house here is also saying that you're enjoying your recreational interests a lot more, and you really should pursue that, because it is giving you a lot of satisfaction and helping you to feel more in tune with who you really are. And I feel that sometimes we just don't get enough of that. We work and focus on keeping everything on track so much that we forget to have fun. Sixth house is how you earn your money, and it's also your health. So I just feel here that it's a bit off again, on again. So you're a little bit topsy-turvy, whether it's your health and fitness that you're a bit topsy-turvy with, so you may not find it hard to commit to some sort of fitness regime, for example, or you are a bit topsy-turvy with your work environment. And even though your workmates are showing up as being a important stage of development for you, and you are finding that you're connecting with the people at work, you're still not wanting to stay in that job. You're seeing that there's something better that you'd rather be doing, which is probably where this Empress energy is coming into place. Something better for you. So keep applying. If you're looking for work or looking to change jobs, just keep putting it out there and applying for those different positions. And I do feel through this month you will have a better idea of where you really want to go. Seventh house is the partnership house of all kinds, whether it's business partnerships or personal love partnerships, and that's showing kindness and generosity as well. And it's also showing that you need to listen to your partner, whether it's your business partner or your relationship partner. You listen to what they're offering and listen to what they're saying. I feel that there is something very significant that will develop out of just having that other person know that you're hearing them. Eighth house is other people's money. It rules bank loans, it rules taxation, things like that. So it is showing me here that it's probably not a good time to really make any big purchases. Venus is retrograde, and it has been retrograde since the 5th of October. It will be going direct again on the 16th of November. Now it's been retrograde through Scorpio from the 5th of October, going back into Libra. Now the energy connected with this Venus retrograde is mainly the message of being patient and not rushing into anything. So I just feel that anything to do with financial purchases, loans, or other people's money, there's a bit of a waiting period. But just be patient, it will come forward for you. 11th house is... 11th house, sorry Gemini. 9th house. 9th house is overseas travel, and it's also higher education. For some reason it's showing me here that you have been worrying about these areas of your life, and it is also saying to me here with this 9 of Swords reversed that you can end your worries. So the worries are coming to an end. So whether or not you've got somebody overseas that you're worrying about, or it's you wanting to achieve that you've been worrying about, even though this period of November may not be the time that you actually do it, you will stop worrying so much about it. Now the 10th house is the midheaven in the astrological chart. It is the zenith of our astrological chart, so it's what's out there in the world. It's how you work in the world and how you fit in, and how the world appears to be behaving toward you. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles there. Now I really feel that you're not too dissatisfied with this area of your life, your career, and the outer world, whereas down here in the 4th house it's your inner world. And you're able to again show that you can accumulate the material security that you are seeking, and you really would be great to be in a position where you had people working underneath you. If you're looking to change your position in your company or in your career, it's showing that that is possible for you to do. And just because it all appears to be put on hold at the moment, it's only temporary. 11th house is the house of friendships and hopes and wishes. So I feel that there's a bit of a shake-up there with your friendships as well, and you may need to make some tough choices there, because the other energy that comes along with Venus retrograde is actually finding closure. So I do feel there is some friendships that you do need to end, or at least put a bit of distance between you and them, which is a bit sad and hurtful, of course, Gemini, but sometimes it's necessary because it's holding you back. So you know, use that goddess energy as best you can to be as diplomatic about it as you can be, but you know, it may not even be that you need to put in too much effort into it. It might just be a natural progression that the two paths are taking you in different directions. 12th house is the subconscious, it's our hopes and fears. And I'm being shown there that you are a little bit caught up in the fear thought process, and that is usually worry. And the key thing to remember with worry is that worrying changes nothing. All it does is give you sleepless nights, and inevitably, if you worry too much, it will bring on some sort of illness. So in that regard, I feel with you, you're just feeling like you want to sleep, and that you want to just sort of pull yourself away from the rest of the world, really, and be left alone. So you really need to change and work on changing your thought process, because you do show up here, Gemini, as running, your thought process is running off fear. And when we are always in a thought process of fear, we are manifesting that fear to play out in our lives. So you don't want those fears to play out in your life, so you need to do a bit of work on yourself and change those thought processes, because it's not necessarily that the worst scenario is going to happen, and more often than not, what we worry about doesn't happen at all. We just worry all the time about things that are really draining your energy, and that is why you're so tired. So a little bit more positive thinking there, Gemini. Now I will do a animal message reading, so we'll see what card presents itself for you. Okay, I will use the one that has turned itself over. That is the one that wants to talk the loudest. So our animal medicine for the month of November, Gemini, is wolf medicine. And it's saying to avoid being dependent. You will do better without relying on the wolf pack. Group to prop you up. Roaming as a lone wolf ensures your personal interests are kept to the fore and your goals remain clear. Relying on others may have you howling to the moon like a crazy werewolf. Well, I feel that's where this is coming from, and it's relating to having to find some closure and no more howling at the moon. So yeah, so try to avoid being dependent, and really you will do better not relying on other people. That's why the Emperor is showing itself here, so that you become the leader of the pack and not relying on the pack. So I hope you have enjoyed your reading for November, Gemini. Please like, share and subscribe, so that in December you get your updated reading for the month of December. Thank you again, Gemini, and namaste.